All right, welcome to Monday. Hopefully you're seeing this before Monday because we're going to go over Murph. So today is Memorial Day and we are going over the iconic workout originally called Body Armor but renamed Murph after Lieutenant Michael Murphy. Okay, so a lot of you have been at home probably not doing pull-ups, very limited access to pull-up bars. So we're going to go over the original writing of Murph, and then we're going to have some substitutions and some strategies for Murph this year if you're doing it at home. Okay, first let's go through this warm-up. So in the warm-up here, we're just going to take 6 minutes. Since this is a long workout, you can take the beginning of the workout as a bit of a warm-up as well. So don't jump into this one guns a-blazing. Take some time to do proper warm-up and stretching. It's a long workout, okay? So here, AMRAP 6 minutes, 100-meter run. This is just a shakeout run. You're not sprinting this thing. 3 ring rows or jumping pull-ups. 3 push-ups, 6 air squats, okay? Just repeat this at a casual pace, just kind of shaking the cobwebs out. Now, many of you do not have pull-up bars at home, so what can we do? We have ring rows if you have something to row on. So some of you may have a TRX at home, or you have, like I do, some ropes hanging from a structure outside, or some climbing ropes for kids. You can do some recline rows on there, or maybe it's a shorter bar you can't do pull-ups on, but you can do some pulling movements on that bar. Okay, so that's something that you might be able to do. All right, let's go over the original Murph and then we'll get into some substitutions. All right, so in Wodify, this is under the CrossFit designation, so you can see this. It's not under the home workouts, okay, even though we'll have a home workout portion. Here is the original Murph, 4-time, 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats. End it with a 1 mile run and then you are finished. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right, now here, if you have a 20-pound vest or body armor, wear it. That's where the name of this workout comes from. The original name was called Body Armor. He wore his tactical vest while he did this workout, okay? So, in honor of Navy Lieutenant Michael Murphy, who was 29 years old, from Pachugi, I'm not from New York, I can't say this, who was killed in Afghanistan June 28th in 2005. And there's a link in Wodify if you want to learn more about Lieutenant Michael Murphy, okay? So here's the original. You know, there are many ways to tackle this. My first way that I did this was straight through. Do the mile run, all the pull-ups, all the push-ups, all the squats, and then finish with a mile run. Now, since this has come out over the years, people have changed this middle part into being a Cindy style, 20 rounds of 5, 10, 15 movements. So just continually doing this AMRAP of 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats. Okay, that does get a little monotonous, so I suggest you moving around a little bit when you do this, okay? Not staying in the same place. All right, so let's go over a couple ways to break this up. All right, so here in Wodify, you can see this. We're going to go over what's in Wodify and a few other options here, okay? So here we have the full version weight vest options for pull. Heavy kettlebell swing. So if you have a kettlebell, instead of doing lots of pulling movement, you can add another hip hinge movement that's holding onto that kettlebell. You still get that forearm pump, okay? Heavy kettlebell swings. In the newsletter, I went over a few of these as well. So bent over rows. Renegade rows, so doing a plank position and pulling off the ground. All right. Heavy dumbbell deadlift, so you can do deadlifts, get a little bit more of that posterior chain in there. Ring rows or any other pull-up subs. So a few of the other pull-up subs you could do, like I said, like if you have a rope tied to something, you can pull on the rope. If you have a small sturdy table, you can get underneath it and kind of pull yourself under the table or bench. On a tree branch, you know, just recline row. If you have something about chest height that you can hold on to, and you can kind of lever yourself down and do some pulls that way, that's okay. Now, if you haven't been doing a lot of pull-ups, the volume may need to be brought down. So you may look at a quarter version, so take everything multiply it by 0.25, bam, there you go. So doing 25 pulls, doing 50 pushes, and doing, or not 50 push-ups, yeah, 50, and then a quarter of 300 is 75, okay? So 25, 50, 75, okay? So that would be a quarter. And then you can up it to a half if you want, a 3/4 or a full Murph. So I suggest if this is your full time, most people can get through a half Murph, okay? And be okay with that. You might be really sore, but you'll be a lot better than if you try and tackle an entire full Murph, okay? This is not the workout to let your ego run away from you, okay? Especially since we've all been sitting at home for a while, and you may not have been doing a lot of pulling movements or high volume movements, okay? This is about an hour workout for most people's first time doing this, okay? Some people have got it down to close to half an hour through some practice and training, but if you're not all in right now, if you haven't been all in training for this, start with a lower volume, okay? Start with a different pulling movement that will let you recover, all right? I don't want to see anybody get really sore arms and have them all puff up. It can lead to some complications, okay? So, like I said earlier, you can split this into 10 rounds of 5, 10, 15, okay? Just split it up any way that will work for you, okay? Do a team style. So maybe you want to both do half Murph together. I go, you go. I do 5 pulls, you do 5 pulls, okay? So splitting it up in half, all right? So that is all the different versions that you can do. I want you to be smart. Don't let your ego run away from you on this workout. If you haven't been doing a lot of pulling, dial that volume back, be safe, okay? All right, so we'll be on Zoom at 9 a.m. We're going to be going through the national anthem. We got a special guest on Zoom that's going to sing it, Justin Waith, who sang our anthem last year here in the gym. He'll be reprising his role and joining us again over Zoom. And then we're all going to do it in solidarity together for us and for all those veterans that have fallen in the line of duty. It is Memorial Day, okay? So get to it. We'll see you on Monday.